expanded view of all of this. So your effectiveness of member and staff lunches, I always find, you know, I'm not into lunches as much anymore. I think they take too much time. But I'll go for a cup of coffee with someone, or just meet them in their office, or come to my office. I think they're most effective. Just a quick comment, Dan, Dave, would you agree on that?
I think they are too, and I'll give you a kind of a side point of this. You know, a lot of the work I do at our firm is I hit all of our corporate grassroots, so and issue advocacy. So a lot of the associations that are in this room, I do a lot of the work ad hoc or contract for other associations outside. I'll have a lot of conversations of association to association, trying to figure out where are their synergies. And a lot of the time you can't do that conversation over email, or you can't have that conversation over the phone. You got to sit down and have that face-to-face interaction. And it may only take 15, 20 minutes. But I think a lot of times we're very prone to just sit there and bang out an email or send a text or put something up on Facebook or Twitter and think that that's the proper mode of communication. You got to break it down. You got to have the FaceTime.
Just an interesting aside before we go, I was in Louisiana in April. And I was there face-to-face with Chairman Cleckley of the Health Insurance Committee, trying to get legislation for a client. And after the meeting, we went outside, and I said, well, we can go to lunch if you like. He said, sure. So we went to lunch, and had a very nice lunch where he wanted to be. And as I was coming back to the Capitol to drop him off, and this guy here, and you'll see him on my website, Ron Henderson, he's 6 feet 9 inches tall. He's the Deputy Insurance Commissioner. And he's buzzing me. He said, Gene, are we going to lunch? I said, yeah, we are. I said, I had 2 lunches that day, and I did it for the job. And but sometimes you have to do that, and you have to kind of go with your emotions and say what's important for the cause. Now, your individual member lunches, yeah, I had those, and I've had sometimes twice, but they're important if you want to meet with them individually. The key factor there, Dave, if you want
to... question over here.
Question?
Yeah, along those lines, philosophically, I agree with, you know, where a lot of this is going, that the individual attention, the individual luncheon, the individual phone calls make sense. But like you having 2 lunches, there's 1 of me in my office. So if I don't fax, if I don't email, I can hit 1 or 2 people a day, and I need to do more than that.
Yeah, absolutely, and there are ways of doing that. You know, as we said earlier, lunches, they're fun if you have the time. And usually a lunch to me, or I took the Health Insurance Committee out to dinner in Pittsburgh a couple of weeks ago. It was after everything took place, because I wasn't really working there. It was just fun. It was enjoyable. So you have to manage your time as much as they have the time. And one of the things that I would highly recommend is, boy, that phone still works. I mean, email